you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there was more in there than you thought. That's square.
I want to welcome you here this evening in Cashion, Oklahoma, as we're barreling down here towards the last two games, last road game here of the season. As the Hinton Comets facing off against the Cashion Wildcats, joined here alongside Coach Martinez. Coach, how you doing this evening?
It's a good evening for football. The wind's calmed down quite a bit, and as you can see from a camera angle, we're kind of out here tucked in next to the end zone, so we apologize if we can't get the entire view on the opposite end zone, but we will try our best.
I tell you what, you're going to have a good end zone view when we're on this side of the field, so some views will be better than others, like you said. Of course, you know, Cashion kind of sharing their record here, 2-6 through 8 games. Comets sitting here at 5-3. Looking to break a little losing streak here, you know, start the season 5-0 and 0-3 in the last 3 weeks. But I tell you what, I think this is a good game for them to snap out of that.
Yep, big week right here. Obviously, district game, fighting for a playoff spot currently. Us and Cashion and Christian Heritage all sitting right there with 1-2 wins in the district play.
Yeah, so I tell you, in the last game, you know, of course, you got this week against Cashion. We'll finish the season out at home against Watonga, and that's it. It's playoff time. You know, we were talking about playoff projections the other day. Could be seen, or more than likely, going to be on a road trip because of the way the last 2 games have turned out. But you get that 3 spot, puts you in a potential to go to Hinton or perhaps going to Ringling, something like to that nature. Going for a little drive for the road game, but I tell you what, it's going to be a lot of fun. Going into the season, had no idea what this team would look like and where it's been. I'd say I think been pretty proud of them. 5-3, everything's looking good so far. So let's see if the Comets can go get the dub tonight and make that 6-3 on the season.
And Comets will be kicking off to begin the game and receiving in the second half. It looks like number 3 for Cashion is back to receive, and of course Deuce Tripp is kicking. Hopefully Deuce can just put this out of the end zone for a touchback and give us a good starting position. Deuce with the kick. It's a good one. 3 catches it, fumbles it, and we get him down probably around the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I'd have to take a look at each side judge here. Got one on each end. Looks like I got it down at about the 16-yard line.
Good kick. Good coverage by the Hinton Comets right there. You like to see that, them just coming downhill and getting to the ball, swarming the ball.
Yeah, so first, you know, again, first 10 plays, like we talk about, are more than likely usually scripted here. So need the Comets come out of the gate here, play hard. Winning up front is going to be a key here as Cashion's got pretty good size up front. They've struggled some this season, but I think they've got a pretty mobile quarterback. I believe it's the same quarterback from last year, if I remember correctly.
And QB keeper start off, and Crease meets him in the backfield, I believe. Maybe drives him for a yard or 2. But good coverage by the Hinton Comets right there.
Yeah, I tell you what, just good coverage, good read, too, and just kind of made the first tackle. So you get to a 2nd and long, 3rd and long, things Coach Potter and the gang likes to see. Get yourself in those long down and distance situations and let you pin your ears back.
Looks like the quarterback is behind by himself. They motion the guy back there and hand off to number 2, I believe. And he's brought down after a decent gain.
And it's going to be enough for the first. Tell you what, good job there, kind of cut back. You know, the back there made a little cut. Saw his blocker, kind of found a gap off the cut, just punched it in. Was enough for the first.
Yeah, I mean, that's a play right there where good read by the run back. You want to see our linebackers come down right there and play together. See, same formation. QB keeps it this time. Good initial contact by the Comets. Our D linemen were able to wrap him up a little bit and then let our linebackers finish the job after a decent gain of 3-4 yards.
Yeah. Tell you what, I didn't think about this before the game started too. Down here on this east end zone, no scoreboard either, so we're having to look for the down and distance and got nothing but the play clock. So.
And it looks like a quick timeout was called by the Comets, I believe.
And it'll be their first timeout taken here so far this evening. So they'll have 2 remaining in the half. The Wildcats with 3. So what are you seeing so far, Coach? What are you thinking?
It looks like Cashion's trying to set the tempo real quick and run it down our throat a little bit. and they're not really known for that. Typically, the past couple of years, they've liked to throw the ball. They've had some stud quarterbacks in the past. This kid, young freshman or sophomore quarterback, new quarterback this year. So, in this cold weather, it's probably going to needs to get used to being able to throw the ball in it.
Yeah, and of course that answered my question. Wasn't sure if they brought back the same quarterback or if they had a new one this year. So freshman quarterback. Again, we don't have the roster, so going off the knowledge of Coach Martinez tonight. I want to say up in the booth, but we're on a hill, a grassy hill actually.
And one of the Cashion's quarterback, nice looking kid, about 6'3", decent size. And then they have a great playmaker, number 14, about 6'4", and they really like to go to him early and often. Jet sweep, buck sweep right here, and so Colton Helms with the tackle after a big gain by the Cashion Wildcats right there.
Yeah, so you kind of punch it up the middle, and then there you go with that bug sweep you talk about, kind of get you going the opposite way. And they kind of hit that running game from both ends, kind of hit it downhill running, and then that side, from side to side. Kind of versatile so far approach running the ball.
Yeah, they haven't showed them pass at all yet. They've just kind of kept on running. It's been working for them. You want to see the comments right there. Just come downhill a little bit more. Meet him somewhere.
I think it was surprising too, because the last 2 years we've played Cashion, they've kind of sliced and diced throwing the ball, and really kind of put pressure on our pass defense.
Looks like bunch formation, flag before, likely a false start.
Yeah, that's what they're motioning there, false start. And so for a team that's kind of coming out the gate running the ball a lot, those are nice penalties. That and holding penalties, anything that kind of sets you back, those are good for the Comms to have defensively.
We want to see Cashion in a first and long, second and long situation. Make them throw the ball. Make them throw the ball here. They've had success with the run game so far, so let's see what the quarterback has with this arm.
Kind of wonder tonight, would you maybe see if they continue to run the ball well, they do have to pass a time or two, maybe a screen pass out of a trips left or something like that?
Talking to a couple of the coaches earlier this week, they did say they like to run some screens, and they're pretty good at it, so keep an eye out for that. QB keeper right up the middle, bounces it outside, gets met by Graydon DeVinny. Tackled for a gain of 2, probably.
Yeah, that nice little pre-snap motion there, trying to get the defense going one way. And, again, that's what they're trying to do, kind of stretch the defense, trying to stretch our run defense as much as they can, try to use that thread of going to the boundary and then try to punch it straight downhill. And that was a good stop there for the Comets.
Like I was saying earlier, quarterback's decent size, so it's going to take a little bit to take him down. When he's coming down the hill at you, you got to hit him low and quick. Bunch set again. I think he kept it. Yep, he did keep it.
Nowhere there.
Met by a few comments right there for a short gain. It's going to be 3rd and long for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I think they're thinking 3rd down and 7 was the call there with the PA. So good spot here. A team that's come out the gate and done nothing but run the ball, like you alluded to. 3rd and 7 is a good spot to be in.
And it looks like they're on their, 35, 30-yard line. So you expect them to go for it on 4th down here, too, if they don't get it on 3rd. And motion, hand off to the running back. And he's hit out of bounds after a decent gain.
And I tell you what, a good job turning the corner there and had the first and then some. These are kind of been back-breaking plays here. They've had some in the run game. It's kind of boom or bust for them so far on this first drive, as you've had your no gainers, your 1 or 2 yard gainers, and then they seem to hit the hole or bounce to the edge and break off a big play.
Yeah, number 2 right there, slot receiver. He's coming in motion quite often, and he has decent speed. See, trips left here. QB keeps it, runs it up the middle, met by a decent amount of comments, probably for a gain of 2.
Yeah, it looks like that's going to be about the 1 yard line, maybe. Definitely inside the 5. He's looked like a side judge pretty close to that pylon.
I expect the Wildcats to just keep on going with their big guy back there. Get in the strong formation and just run it up the middle one more time right here.
Yeah, that's something you brought up earlier, too. A lot of heavy sets. They're really kind of bunching on the line of scrimmage and just going with that power O, here on this first drive.
And yep, just like we said, touchdown for the Cashion Wildcats.
I'll tell you what, something I noticed here, if I don't trip over our equipment, a lot going up the right side. You know, they have found something on tape that they like because they've really ran a lot of those plays on that kind of that B gap alongside their right guard, right tackle, that kind of area on the inside. And they found something they like because they've been running that direction most of the way here on this first drive.
Yeah, they've really stacked that side right there. They have, obviously, the two linemen, and then they're putting two running backs, right behind them in that little wing position right there, making it a strong set, and then just running right behind those two guys.
All right, so Cashion up 7-0 early. We'll take a quick break and be right back here in a moment for the Comets. First drive. Don't go anywhere right here on HintComets.tv.
One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies.
I want to welcome you back here. First quarter, first drive underway, getting ready to start for the Comets as they trail early here 7-0 to the Wildcats. Will be getting the ball for the first possession here on offense. Coach Martinez, what do they need to do coming out of the gate here offensively?
Well, being down 7-0, we need to start off quick, probably set our own tempo right here. With the Wildcats having momentum right now, we need to have a good return.
Oh, and that's
Cashion
going to be Cashion ball.
To kicking onside on every kickoff. So you really want to see our guys being able to, they know it's coming. You want to see them get on the ball quick. Right there. Bad handle on the ball right there. Slips out of our hands. Cashion jumps on top of it. Cashion ball at the 40, their own 40.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it did. It took an unfortunate bounce and kind of kicked back to the Wildcats. And tell you what, the ball might feel a little bit different. It is not that cold, you know. It's in the low 50s tonight, but definitely changed pace weather there. Just really bad bounce and roll.
And Cashion back at it again with that strong formation on the right side. And exactly that. They hand it off. Number 2 makes a good move to get about 1 yard.
Job by Gomez there. I think Damien finished there with a tackle.
Yeah. And in those bunch situations right there when your corner has an outside position, you want to make sure that he needs to know that he needs to keep everything to go inside. Right where the rest of our defense is.
It's look like 2nd down and 8 perhaps, 2nd down and 9. Maybe a 1 yard gain on that previous play.
And it looks like the Cashion Wildcats are in a spread formation with the strong wing backs to the left side this time. They motion over to the right again. Motion. Keeper. QB keeper gets hit early, but is able to dive forward for a decent gain probably.
And you can definitely tell, too, with that quarterback, he's young, but he's got big body, strong, and you can tell whatever gain he's going to get on the ground, he's going to get an extra yard or two just by falling forward and using his body for that forward progress. Just a really strong-looking guy at that quarterback spot.
And that was a good job by our linemen to get him early, but they really need to wrap up. You can kind of hear some of the coaches right now yelling at their players to wrap up.
Point there.
They did a much better job there.
Yeah. I think it's Jacob Bonniwell getting the finishing the tackle there, too. Inside. I tell you what, like you said, just got to wrap up, got to finish here. They're really going to this QB keeper a lot, just coming out making a statement. I don't think they've passed the ball a single time this game, and of course haven't needed to, but just really impressed with the Wildcats showing so far. But that's a good start. If you're the Comets, wrapping up, finishing, trying to make these short yard gainage situations so you get in a 2nd long, a 3rd long.
Same formation by the Wildcats. Same motion. Hands it off this time. Man, that kid is quick. He's not very big, but he's quick.
He had a late cut near the boundary that was extremely impressive. Thought they had got him to the boundary and were going to stop him there, and he made just a very swift cut and found a hole and just turned up the sideline there and made a lot out of that play.
I'll tell you guys this much. Number 2, number 3 for the Wildcats, not the biggest kids by any means, but they are shifty. Same exact play, but just to the opposite side. Great tackle by, who's that, Graydon DeVinny, I believe?
Oh, yep, Graydon DeVinny there. Nice job.
It was easy to tell that was Graydon DeVinny because that kid does not wear sleeves. It's too strong for him. He does not feel the cold.
I tell you what, good week for that family too. You know, Hannah made all-region in softball and all-stater in cheer. Tell you what, that's impressive. It's a good week for that family. So I just want to give a shout out to all of our athletes across the board. It's been a pretty good week in Hinton Common Athletics.
So QB keeper right here to the left, met early, then they take him down. Finally take him down after a small gain of 2. What is this?
About 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
Number 15, Ethan Waldrow on the carry. Gain of 3 yards, third down and 6.
3rd and 6.
Okay.
3rd and 6 was just announced over the intercom.
All right. And this is, of all the games we've called this season, the most challenging from our spot on the field, I will say. Can't see the scoreboard, can't see the game clock, and can't see the down and distance marker. So we're going off intuition in this one.
Cashion's trying to draw us offside right there. It doesn't work. Good discipline by the Comets right there. Going to the air finally.
Oh, leaped up and got it. High pointed that ball.
That's that receiver I was talking about earlier, number 14. He's about 6'4", great hands, great looking athlete. High points that ball right over our defender for the catch.
Yeah, good timing, nice high point. Just really went up and got it. Knew that ball was coming his direction and used that size to his advantage. I think they're on the 5-yard line now following that reception.
And Cashion finally going to the pass right there. 3rd and long, right where we wanted to have him. Quick slant route. And it looks like they're winding down this clock, that's for sure. Play clock is within 10.
Just inside of 3 minutes in the quarter.
QB keeper. We didn't have very many people on that side. And it looks like he will be down at probably the 1-yard line, probably a half-yard line.
Yeah, he heard the fans kind of start to erupt there. Think they thought they had it for just a moment there, but like you said, right at the 1, maybe extremely close. Not a spot the Comets want to be in for a team that likes to punch the ball here in the first quarter of the game. They're going to give it to that big-body quarterback more than likely and try to sneak this one in.
I think they did get the touchdown, actually, because it looks like the kicker is out there about to kick an extra point. Blocked.
Yeah, blocked there.
Fumble. And then plays dead now.
Interesting. I don't look like I saw the signal there from the official, but maybe I just missed it.
The signal either.
I never saw the signal. It looked like he stopped at the 1-yard line. But tell you what, 13-0 it is as Cashion really making a statement here early. We'll take a quick break and be right back. See if the Comets can collect themselves and get back in this one here in just a moment on HintComets.tv.
Fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases...
All right, I want to welcome you back inside of 2 minutes here in the first quarter, trailing 13-zip to the Wildcats. Comets trying to get back in this one. Last time onside attempt, as Coach Martinez alluded to, pretty common for the Wildcats to attempt that. So we'll see if the Comets are prepared this time, get the hands team out there.
Yeah, and you can see that Coach Pollard and his coaching staff was ready for the onside kicks. They have their hands team here. They have them all to that right side. And this time they actually pooch it and was fair caught by a Comet probably around the 40-yard line right there.
Now, Coach Martinez, a football question for you as someone who did not play the game of football. If they had let that kick go out of bounds right there, would that have still drawn the penalty?
It would have drawn the penalty and gave us, I believe, 5 yards.
5 yards on
us
that.
5 yards.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I thought I would just throw that question at you.
Yep, the pin, if it's after the 35-yard line, you get a 5-yard advancement. But if it's between the goal line and the 30 and the 25 or whatever, you get it at the 35-yard line, I believe.
Get a timeout here taken.
Cashion with the timeout before the Comets are able to get their first snap off.
All right, so Coach, you're thinking here on the first drive is hard to believe, almost the end of the first quarter, and Comets first time touching the ball offensively, trailing 13-0 here. What do they need to do? What's the mindset going into this drive? You're not out of this game; it's a 2-score game, but what's the approach here?
To start off, you probably want to just get the ball going a little bit. Probably run it right here on first down and see what you got. See if you can find a couple of gaps. If you don't, I expect Coach Potter to open up the playbook a little bit, get to that passing game that they've been working on for the past couple of weeks. I mean, you have the athletes on the outside. Our wide receivers are good enough to catch the ball and run with it. Graydon's good enough to throw it. So if it's needed, I do see Coach Potter making that call.
Got 2 receivers out wide on this one, too. So pan that camera out.
See, handoff right up the middle. Makes one guy miss. Probably a short gain of about 2 right there by Trevor Rodman. Looks like the Comets are bringing in a whole new set of guys right here.
Yeah, there goes, yeah, exactly. Making it kind of the subs there. Tell you what, first play out the gate, 2 yards, this, like you said, this first drive is going to be very important. They got to win up front. They've got to win these battles up front. You saw him line 2 receivers out wide, try to keep them from stacking the boxes. He's going to let one fly here, and that one's picked off. His ball's underthrown. I don't think Clifton Craighead knew it was coming. Body slam to the ground.
And right there, Hinton bringing in our speed threats right there. Ball on the go route. Doesn't necessarily get it to the sideline where it should be. But you want to see Clifton be able to find that ball in the air and at least attempt to play defense right there.
And it's like you said, I think the ball might have been hard to tell from this angle, so don't want to prejudge too much, but it looked like that ball was underthrown just a little bit, and like you said, would like that close to the boundary. Knew when you brought in the substitution, more than likely they were going to go in the air there, so just nice attempt and just didn't quite work out. Good play there on the DB to get hands on ball, and tell you what, Cashion, they've had the time of possession the first quarter. They have dominated the time of possession here in the first.
And Cashion split out 3 wide right here. Probably QB keeper, exactly. Met early, though. Good job by the Comets right there. Good job by the defensive end on that side. And by Trevor Rodman to just crash down the hill finally and hit him early. Hit him early and quick. Wrapping up and holding them to a yard.
Yeah, and that's the key there. You got to put this quarterback run game to a stop. If you can do that, then you can kind of hit the reset button defensively and make them change. Make them try to be diverse in what they run offensively. But right now, as long as they can continue to ground and pound and chew clock with a 2-score lead, I think they're going to continue to do so. As I know we're inside a minute here in the first quarter, so maybe one more play.
Jet sweep. QB keeps it. And we do not get a hand on him until a good, decent game, probably at 5 or 6. Nope, looks like it's going to be a first down for the Cashion Wildcats right there. QB with a decent run.
Yeah, so a good thing when you're carrying the ball and you get to about to the second level before you get a hand on you. Always a good sign offensively. So they're going to continue to do this until Comets make an adjustment or make a tackle, get a hand on the ball carrier.
And this is one of those situations where I know most people are probably saying, why not walk up a linebacker because you know the run's coming, but when you do that, you let the pass game get going.
Yeah, and they showed you there on that seam route to the big body tight end earlier, they're capable of doing that.
And quick little handoff right there to number 2 again. This time he was not as lucky and got taken down about after a 2-yard gain, I believe. Let's see, Cashion's 2 receivers out wide, and then everyone else is just stacked inside that box right there. This is the formation that they've been in this entire game, though. Entire game, and they've just kept it with the quarterback and ran it. I believe they probably just let this quarter end.
Yeah, I think so.
As they do.
I knew we were inside of a minute, so that was a longer minute than it felt like it was going to be. And that's the end of the first. So, again, Hinton Comets trailing here 13-zip. There's still a lot of ball game left to play. We'll take a quick break and be right back for the start of the second quarter here on HintonComets.tv.
We can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse.
All right, I want to welcome you back here on HintonComets.tv. 13-zip here, start of the second quarter. A lot of game left to play. Cashion on offense as we flip the field here to start the new quarter.
Into the pass. And nice move by number 2 right there. Gets hit by a couple of comments right there. I believe that was Oakley Pratt who laid down the big hit.
And a late flag, looks like. And I think that's on the Comets.
Illegal man downfield, so penalty on the Cashion Wildcats right there. It's going to move him back.
All right there, so I was reading the body language of the coaches on the sideline. Looked like that one might have been on us, so good news for the Comets as that penalty falls on the Wildcats.
Which that will make it, I believe, 3rd down? Looks like it's 3rd and long. 2nd and long, one of those two. I expect Cashion to go back to the pass game right here. They've done it twice. Both times they've been able to catch a ball and make a move. Handoff to number 2. Gets to the corner. Damian Gomez meets him, makes the tackle, throws him down about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, I think they'll end up spotting him at the 20 on that one. So another big carry, and that's just the way it's been. It's that boom or bust for Cashion. You know, the Comets have made some really good stops, some really good tackles. But I tell you what, when Cashion hits, they hit. Whether it be over the air in the seam route or on the running plays, it has been boom or bust. Because another timeout here taken. And we've got to thank the wonderful people for bringing us by a Cashion roster here. So we can see who the names of the playmakers here is. I think it was that Drew Westerhoff on the last carry there?
I believe so. Drew Westerhoff and Grayson Davis have both gotten the ball quite a bit. Quarterback Max Higdon.
Tell you what, I wish, the one thing on this stream, I wish right now we had the ball, because this is one thing I was excited about being down here is you got to have a great end zone view. Unfortunately, we're on defense trying to make going to try and make a stand in the red zone here, but one of the cool parts of our angle of the camera tonight. So this is kind of the point, where the game, where again, not a fortune teller by any means, not an expert, but this feels like a moment of the game where you got to make a stop. If you give up a touchdown here, this game really has a chance of getting out of hand, and you kind of fall out of it early, and then it's tough to kind of get that momentum and that motivation going again to try to battle back in this game, especially when you're trying to break a 3-game losing skid in district play.
And it's going to be first and 10 for the Cashion Wildcats at the 20-yard line. We want to see the Comets really step up right here. We're doubling number 14 right here. QB right up the middle. Gets out, down at the 2-yard line.
That's just another big play on the run game. It's had to have about 100 yards of rushing, I would imagine, combined. from their ball carriers here about quarter and a third, about 3 or 4 minutes into the second quarter. And they're going up tempo here.
And probably run right up the middle as they do. And touchdown Wildcats, which will make the game 20-0.
Yep. Of course, assuming the extra point made, they may go for 2. So we're bringing the kicker back out, so trying to make this a 20-point ball game.
Missed kick right there by the Cashion Wildcats keeps the score 19-0.
All right, so we'll take a quick break and be right back. These Comets will try to get the ball back, get back in this game right here on HitComets.tv.
And we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
All right, so I want to welcome you back here as a little way through the second quarter. And so far it's been all Wildcats lead 19-zip. So, again, have to watch here. Special teams' kickoffs have been very interesting.
Yeah, it looks like the Comets are set up for the onside kick right here. They do have one guy back to receive in case they do pooch it or kick it long. Let's see what the Wildcats do right here with this one. Looks like it's just a little onside kick that falls out of bounds.
Yep, so there goes that flag. So good. One of the good things about this is at least as the Comets offensively, you're going to get good starting position here. And have to wonder, again, you said they do this a lot during the season. At what point in the game, if the score gets big enough, do you start kicking the ball off and not risk giving the Comets good field position?
A little interesting right there by the Cashion Wildcats. If you notice closely, their kicker actually doesn't use a tee and puts the ball down on the ground sideways, watermelon style, and just squibs it that way. Comets are back out here. We got 2 split out wide. No, we got trips, actually. Trips left. Trevor in motion. Graydon DeVinny keeps it. Gets met early. Probably for a 1-yard gain or a gain of 0.
When I tell you what, by Matthew Stockton there, that was a big tackle. That's a large man, Stockton right there at that defensive tackle. Well, he got arms on you. He was going to bring you down. As they've got a lot of size on that defensive line. A couple pair of big tackles there by the looks of it. As maybe I don't know if they got him shaded there as a nose guard or more of a one-tech, that defensive tackle, but that's a big boy.
Looks like the Wildcats have a 4-man front. Hand it off to Trevor for a gain of 1 probably. He's going to make it 3rd and long.
That was a good tackle there. Timmy Jones making that one in space. Really good job of wrapping up. It's been hard fought 4 yards for the Comets. That's been kind of a theme the last 2 or 3 weeks is these yards on the ground have been really hard to come by. Just playing teams that are disciplined, tackle well, and kind of have the size. The Comets don't have that advantage in the size that they had last season with all those seniors up front. So,
and it looks like the Comets are split out wide. Graydon DeVinny in the backfield by himself. Motion. Flag on the play. False start. It's going to move us back 5 right there. I expect to see Coach Potter call up another pass play right here, trying to get some of our athletes out wide, get them open downfield. I believe it's 3rd and 12, 3rd and 13, one of those 2 right now. So you really need something big right here. You can make it 4th down territory, obviously. Being down 19-0, you kind of believe that they're going to go for it on 4th down if it comes to that point. It's a throw, wheel right over there. Graydon DeVinny sacked for a big loss.
I'm going to tell you what, it's football. It's a tough sport. Man, they are throwing them down. These have been some hard open field tackles.
Looks like Coach Parker's going to bring out the punt team right here.
And I think that's probably the right call, and here in Long is you don't, like I said, you're trying to keep this as a 3-score game, but you don't want to get in a situation where you go into halftime and it's just completely out of range. And, you get a stop on defense, get the ball back, maybe get one score here. You can go into halftime down 8 or 12 points, and it's a different ball game.
High kick, not very long, but high.
That one really hung in the air. Almost lost that one in the lighting.
I believe that's going to be down at the Wildcats' 35-yard line right there. So, flips into the field, obviously. Good job by Deuce getting that punt off, getting it on their side of the field, making them work a little bit. Really need to see the Comets' defense right here step up, make a couple of plays. We're in the second quarter now, so they've been out here a minute. You expect them to kind of get going.
Yeah, and if you're Cashion, you're probably going to stick to that ground and pound game offensively. It's work. Don't break. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And judging by that formation, I'd imagine that's what they're going to do. Now he's actually going to drop back to pass. Wow.
Decides to keep it. And
the ball's out.
Ball's out.
I think he got out of bounds.
Keeps the ball. Cashion quarterback jumped back on that ball. Clock will be running. Stayed in bounds. Lost at 3.
So it looked like there. I don't think it was a delayed, delayed run or anything like that. It looked like he kind of was looking downfield with his eyes. Didn't like what he saw. It's a 19-point game, so decided to run with it and just kind of lost control of the ball and got the luck of the boundary being right there.
Yeah. In a 19-0 game, you expect Cashion to probably just keep the ball on the ground, waste some time, run out the clock. Looks like they set up in the exact same formation right here. Looks like they have doubles, bunch doubles over there. Flag on the play. Should be delayed game unless they got a timeout called. And it looks like Cashion did get the timeout called right before the delay game. We have about 5.5 minutes left in this third quarter. 7.5 minutes left in the second quarter, actually. 7.5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Score of 19-0. Comets trailing.
Yeah, so Coach Martinez, I'm kind of I'm out of answers here. What do you, Comets again? A lot of time left in this ball game, as you said. It's 7.5 minutes. The second quarter, still plenty able to get back into it. What do they need to do here? What adjustments need to be made? What needs to be done to try to get back in this one?
You really just need to hit the quarterback. I mean, that kid's been running it. He hasn't been punished for it yet. You want to see them just light him up a couple of times, make him think twice about tucking that ball and running it. Comets need some momentum here. A big turn. This would be the perfect time for a turnover. Give us good field position. Hopefully the Comets can come up with that. As we saw, quarterback just fumbled the ball, got back on it, got lucky enough to get back on it. So maybe we can force something here. Looks like the Wildcats come out in the bunch formation. They motion over. Ball's on the ground just like and it looks like the Comets may have jumped back on that.
Oh, Cashion recovery.
Cashion recovers it.
Like you said, they've had the opportunities right there. They've had the chances to create turnover and just, coming up so very short.
Try to talk that one into existence.
You did.
Didn't get lucky.
You did.
Maybe we do here. Two straight plays where the Cashion Wildcats have put the ball on the ground and have been lucky enough for it to bounce right back into their hands. It's going to make it 3rd and long. I expect to see Cashion go out wide here.
Yeah, I think it's a 3rd and 13, so definitely.
Got one-on-one coverage on the outside. He's going to throw it. He's looking over here at number 14. Quick out route. Steps out of bounds.
Boy, he's going to be close. I think he's going to be about a yard, maybe half a yard short.
A yard too short. You expect to see the Wildcats just keep it with the quarterback right here or hand it off. Try to get those 2 yards. some way or another.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with teams using their timeouts inside of 6.5 minutes left in this game, you get a first down here. Could be big for the Wildcats because you can really start to run.
And the Comets jump offside right there to give Cashion the first down.
And it's just a brutal penalty right there. It's going to give them a free, like you said, a free set of downs. And again, they're running a lot of clock. This first half has gone by very fast, really trying to dominate time possession. And every time they get a first down, you think that's probably another 2 minutes, minute and a half, 2 minutes off the clock before you have a chance to get the football back, unless you can create a turnover.
And that's just one of those plays where they're going to try to draw you offsides. Comets going to be a little bit more disciplined than that. Know that's coming. Every team does it. And QB keeps it here, runs up the middle, met early, but is able to fall down to get a decent gain of 4 or 5 yards.
Yeah, and again, that's just, if you're the Wildcats, that you'll take it. Those 4 or 5 yard gains, they always say in college, NFL especially, you can average 4 yards carry. That's good. That's a good running game, And they'll take the Wildcats will take that.
And that's just one of those where the motion, once again, just kind of keeps our linebackers out wide for 1 second too long. Gives the quarterback room to run it right there. Looks like they're split out wide. And quarterback runs it again. And he's still up. Gets hit hard by a couple of Comets, but is still up. Ball's on the ground, I believe.
And just now a whistle. That was a late whistle. They were letting him push. Push him forward.
And that's another Cashion first down right there. It's one of those things where Comets were there, just weren't there quick enough. With the time running down here in the second quarter, we got about 3 minutes left after this play. You really need to see the Comets come up with a big stop. Cashion splits out, motion, hands it off. Met by a swarm of Comets, crease in there with a big hit.
Yeah, so the clock on the game clock, 4:45 on the snap there on that last play.
And you see the Comets making a couple substitutions, bringing in fresh bodies here. The Comets know they need the ball back. They know they need that ball back. They're trying to run in fresh guys. Cashion is more than happy to take the play clock down to within 10 seconds.
Yeah, and they're wanting to be, they're trying to make this the last possession of the half.
Motion. He's going to keep it. Hit hard by a couple Comets right there and early, but it looks like he got a decent enough gain on both of those plays to make it third and manageable.
Yeah, and that's tough too, because I'm thinking 4 down. If I'm Cashion, 4 down territory, I'm up. In good field position. 19-point ball game. You don't want the Comets getting the ball back again. This is 4 down territory. If I'm the Wildcats, and I'd have to believe they're thinking the same thing in this situation. Is like you said, there it is, that play clock inside of 15 before you're even really getting hands in the dirt.
Yep.
At the line of scrimmage.
Cashion just setting up bunch formation right here. You expect the QB run right here. They got all their bodies there. Guy in motion is going to throw it actually to that back. And ball hits the ground before, I believe it was a backwards pass. That's why the Comets were able to get on it. You really actually want to see that ball be called incomplete pass so the clock stops. But unfortunately, we did not get that call that time.
Kind of a surprising underthrow, too, with that pre-snap motion. Had to believe they knew where the ball was going. Wasn't audible or just something that he kind of did on his own there, part of the play design. And surprised to see the ball kind of short. It really kind of almost killed the ball on the ground. But
there's 4th and 4, 4th and 5 right here.
Yeah, that really changes the dynamic. It's going to be, you go from possibly 4th and 1 or a first down to now 4th and 5. It's not that easy of a conversion here.
Looks like they're going to the air. Probably going to go for the go route. Yep.
He's open, too.
He's open, but he overthrows him. Clifton on the coverage right there. Just step behind number 14. Comets are going to get the ball back at the 30-yard line, at their own 30-yard line. Going to have to drive 70 yards down the field to get their first score of the game.
Yeah, and I tell you what, nice route there by Max Higdon. had separation, plenty of separation, and just, again, all about timing, ball placement. You said it's a young quarterback, so, young QB, those kind of throws, they're going to look easy to the eye, but they're not always as easy as they appear, and so just kind of a missed opportunity there for Cashion. We'll see if the Comets can jump on board and take advantage of it. They need points before we go into half.
Looks like the Comets are stood up trips left right here with Trevor Rudman in the backfield with Graydon DeVinny. Going to the pass. Runs. Graydon DeVinny has to take off running because Cashion blitzes right there. Blitzes about 2 guys who get in the backfield quickly, and I believe we lost a yard or 2. Nope, that's a gain.
And I tell you what, kind of gutsy there to blitz out of trips left, because if you think about it, if that inside guy runs a slant, if you send your linebackers, you get one of those 3 guys, especially your inside man, open, or some route over the middle of the field, or there'd be a seam or a slant. That'd be that. That's a gutsy call there.
And it looks like Comets keep it with Graydon, I believe, but get Smith early. We're going to call Coach Potter with the timeout right here. Try to get some things figured out. Because the Comet offense is just being shut down completely right here. Cashion was very obvious, and watch film. They know that we like to run the ball. And right here with 90 seconds left in the first half, you want to see the Comets be able to do something. At least get a couple of first downs here. Hopefully get a score. That way you just have some momentum, knowing that you can move the ball. As an offense, once you get shut down multiple times, you kind of start to get a little defeated. But so therefore, we need a couple of first downs here. That way, our mentality is still good. Hopefully, there's a good halftime speech in there by one of the coaches, by a couple of the veteran players on this team that can kind of light a fire underneath these boys.
Yeah, so minute 23 here in the first half. Been a quick half. As just kind of looking at the time, I believe, what is that?
7:45.
7:45. This game started at 7 o'clock. That's less than an hour for a half of football. That is quick.
Looks like the Comets are going to come out in a bunch formation right here. You expect Cashion to bring a couple of linebackers. You expect the Comets to take advantage of that. Nope, we're going to the Wildcat. We're going to go with the reverse pass. And just kind of thrown into no man's land right there. Clifton looking for Trevor Rodman on a wheel out there, but good defense by the Cashion Wildcats does not let Trevor get out there to that spot. And Coach Potter options for the punt right here with about a minute and 10 seconds left. We have 70 seconds left in the first quarter.
And I tell you, I think it's a good time to call that. You're down 19 zip. Sometimes you got to reach into the bag of tricks, and just didn't work out. Didn't execute on that one.
Let's get a good punt right here by Deuce. Short punt, takes a bounce.
The ball should be killed. Okay.
It's probably around the 25-yard line right here. Going to make the Cashion Wildcats drive it.
You have to believe if you're Cashion here, you're probably going to keep the ball on the ground. I don't see them passing the air unless it's a screen pass or something to that. You got about a minute left here and a half.
Cashion will be just fine, just wearing down this clock.
Yep. I think that's the name of the game. Time of possession. I'd love to see the numbers at halftime, as it really feels like Cashion has had the ball in control for a majority of this first half. As they came out with a game plan, as you can tell, and they've executed and it's worked well for them so far.
Man, that onside kick really just kind of gave them a whole lot of momentum. They actually come out here with a quick wide receiver screen.
Yeah, so as I said, if they do pass, it'd more likely be a quick out or a screen. Something to get a big body with the ball and a little bit of space, try to power forward, stay in bounds, of course.
That was good for about a 3-yard gain right there for the Wildcats. And they come out again in a spread formation. We got twins out wide. Quarterback's going to throw it again, and he's wide open on the.
Trying to snap the ball with 20. That is gutsy right there. Touchdown Wildcats. I am shocked to say the least. And so, you know what? Again, sometimes you kind of have those moments where what we were thinking going into that, they're going to run the clock out, try to own the rest of the time possession, and they went over the top, and that's aggressive, but, smart play call there, and that's being confident in your ability and what you do. That time the quarterback doesn't miss on that go route. Just like that, it is 26 or 25-0 Wildcats.
Good pass right there by Max Higdon. Good connection right there with his wide receiver. Wide receiver just got past our safety right there, had the speed to get there. And right now we're playing off. Quarterback's in the backfield by himself. I believe he's going to run it right up the middle again. And he's going to get met by Comets, but gets the 2-point conversion is good that time. Wildcats elect to not kick the extra point after a couple of misses in a row. Go for the 2-point conversion. Get it. And that gives us a score of 27-0 with 32 seconds left in the first half.
And again, just difficult to say here. This is football's a crazy game. Week to week, you don't know. That's exactly why, regardless what happens the week before, we talk about how important momentum is, but you don't know what you're going to see week to week. You'll watch the team on tape. You'll kind of break things down, get ready for the week, and you go in expecting a certain thing to happen, and then bam, like you said, that onside kick that they recovered early in the game. Just a couple of things go your way. Had a chance to get some turnovers. Comets did defensively. Ball just didn't roll the right direction for them, and you're staring at a score right now that I don't think any of us thought we would see at the end of the first half. And not to say that that's anybody's fault. That's just the way that football goes sometimes. It's the way the first half went. And we'll see what they do. As I tell you, it's tough. That's why I don't get paid the big bucks, to break this down. Coach Potter, we got a great coaching staff. We got some great young men on this team. And I think if anybody can get out of this hole, it would definitely be our boys.
And it looks like they're probably just going to squib it right here. You want to see the Comets probably take a couple of steps back, and they do just that. And it's caught by, I believe, Aiden Bashore at the 20-yard line. You want to see if that ball goes out of bounds once again. But that's a freshman right there. He's learning the game.
Yeah, I think at this part of the game, main component here is just don't turn the ball over. Don't give Cashion the ball again, as they just showed. They don't. They were very gutsy there, and they don't care. They've got, and just giving saying hello there to Marcy Derryberry, our superintendent, and
I expect the Comets probably to just knee this out right here, clean sweep it, go into halftime, and try to figure some things out.
Yeah, that's it. Don't turn the ball over. Take a knee, go into halftime, and figure things out best you can. Because we know the Comets are better than this, And if anybody figures it out, it'll be them boys and this coaching staff. So Matthew Stockton there on the tackle. And it's just been tough sled, the last couple weeks. The run game has got good boys up front, pretty good offensive line, but they've struggled a little bit the last 2 or 3 weeks, Now, some of that is the nature of the teams that they've played, as we got all eyes on that game tonight at Crescent and Minco. That's your top dogs in the district. So some of that's the nature of the boys, the teams that they've played, but getting better up front, running the ball will be the key for the Comets to kind of get back in this one and have some success here. So that's the end of the first half, as the Comets trailing 27-0 to the Wildcats. So we'll take about a 15-minute break for halftime, and we'll come back at you the second half for hopefully a better one.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words: cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day? Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today. Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
The AMG team is based in Oklahoma City and delivers your organization revenue enhancement through a combination of data science, innovative marketing, and business automation. We think like owners and behave as long-term partners. Delivering measurable results for nearly 20 years has made the AMG team known for our ability to efficiently and effectively execute objectives. We're ready to help raise your organization to a higher level of success, so visit us today at theamgteam.com.
No, we don't.
Yeah, all right, I want to welcome you back here, to the start of the second half. As comments, not the ideal first half, trailing 27-0 to the Wildcats, but tell you what, halftime, talk some things over, make some adjustments, come back and try to get back into this ball game. Got to remember a lot on the line, a spot in the playoffs, and your record for the season, and trying to get some momentum and get things going well is, again, just another onside kick, kind of
falls out of bounds right there.
Kind of got on top of the ball, kind of squibbed it a little bit, line drive kick, and Comets take that. They've had good field position. That's one of the positives coming from this. They just got to take advantage of it.
Yeah. You want to see the Comets come out here strong. Hopefully the coaching staff got after those boys a little bit in the locker room right there at halftime. Kind of wake them up a little bit. Looks like we have one guy out wide over here, Xander. So I expect probably a Comet run right here, probably to the outside. Looks like Cashion has stacked the box though. And we do exactly that. Flag on the play. It's in the territory where it's either going to be a holding or a face mask.
I'll say typically the first down run, a holding call is the most, I think percentage-wise, the highest call. Once the ball's snapped, of course.
See the signal.
That was a face mask. You were right on that. Hey, there you go.
You have two options there. You got a 50-50 chance. Hey, that's the most yards we've gained all night.
There we go.
Hopefully that brings us some momentum and we can get going here. Hand off to Trevor. Trying to get to the outside. Gets a couple right there, I believe. Probably 3.
And they're so quick to the ball carrier. We're trying to bounce it, trying to get to the edge, trying to turn the corner, and they're just quick. They're really showing off their speed, getting to the ball carrier and wrapping up.
See what the Comets come out here. 2 straight run plays to start off the half. Trying to set the tempo, trying to see if we can break some of those plays that we used to break early in the season. Those first 5 games that we played, we had a lot of long runs. Right here, just straight QB dive.
They stuffed that one.
Yeah. Looks like probably game 1. It's going to be 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6.
Yeah, I tell you what, number that's not on our roster, but them defensive tackles shining again. They absolutely plugged that hole and kind of seeing them getting pulled up off the ground there, but just killing it on the interior. We saw that against Western Heights. There's been a few teams that inside defensive tackles have just absolutely kind of ate our lunch in the run game.
And we're throwing it here. He's wide open, but he trips. Colton Elms trips at the end right there. Decent pass by Graydon DeVinny. Expect the Comets to go for it here on 4th down.
Yeah, and I like that. Like I said, I like that ball there. Pretty good ball. Just kind of lost footing there towards the end of the play.
Yep, got tripped up right here. Feet tangled with the cornerback.
And I like him taking that chance on that down and distance there because, like you said, it's going to be 4-down territory. You're down 27 zip. So nothing wrong with taking a chance and being aggressive.
Yeah, we need the points, obviously. Down 27-0. We need points. We need them quick. Spread out wide. Going to throw it. Got a free man blitzing. Graydon DeVinny with a decent run. I don't know if it's going to be enough for the
Could be about a
first
yard
down.
or two short.
Yep.
Ain't going to be a turnover on downs.
You like to see Graydon right there with the awareness to take off running. He's quick enough to get to the first down. But fourth and long, I believe it was 4th and 8. You probably need to stay in the pocket right there unless there's like 20 open yards in front of you. Comet defense back out there. Need a big stop right here. If we can get a turnover, we'll take it. But first thing first, stop the run game. And that's exactly what they did. They came out, get it to the outside, and get a decent gain, about 4 yards probably.
I think that was Clifton Craighead flying in there at the end there, trying to wrap up at the boundary. So nice tackle there.
Nope, 2nd down and 3 now.
Wow.
Got 7 on that.
I tell you, from this angle, it's the first game we've called from this angle, I think, in all my years, of 3 or 4 years we've called Common Athletics. This is just different. It's a different calling it from this side of the field. Tough to judge the down and distance there until they mark the ball.
And Cashion just sitting pretty right here, just
Yeah, they're going to
running
get a
it
couple.
right up the A gap over and over again. Quarterback right there just lunges forward for about 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 1.
You know, kind of looking at their line, I'm surprised they're going up the right side so much. I look at their left guard and tackle. They've got a really big number 76 and number 59. They've got pretty good size there. As that's Tommy Branson, number 76, and then number 59 is on the roster. But I tell you what, they've got a lot of size there on the left side of that line. But they've really, on those QB keepers, they've gone to the, like you said, the A gap on the right side of the line. Kind of surprising there. They haven't gone behind the strength of the kind of tall and big left side of the line.
Another QB keeper right up the middle, breaks loose, gets to the second there. Good tackle right there by Clifton, I believe.
I tell you what, just as we mentioned that too, did you see them pull that guard over, kind of a puller on that, and kind of created a hole and just did a good job of hitting the hole and advancing forward there. So just kind of continuing these back-breaking plays on the ground that just kind of keeps the Comets from getting any momentum built on defense, you know, from getting really anything going in this ball game.
And Cashion is more than just happy enough to just run it. Want to see the Comets come up with the big stop here. They go into a wildcat formation. Cuts it back.
He's got open field.
Way, gets to the corner. Hopefully someone can chase him down. Looks like Trevor Rodman does chase him down after a gain about 20. Another Cashion first down. Cashion on probably the 20, 15-yard line.
Yeah, and you never want to write a game off too early and say that it's finished, but have to keep the Wildcats from scoring here. You give up a drive here, you're sitting potentially down 34, 35-0, and you know, with about a half the quarter left to play, and just going to be tough to dig yourself out of a hole that big.
Yep, and looks like Cashion is just in the same formation. QB keeps it. Have no one on that side. Cuts it back. I assume that's a touchdown. Yep.
Yeah.
Cashion touchdown right there. Side judge for some weird reason.
I know.
Not throwing up his
That's
hands.
what, see, and I fell for that earlier too. I was looking to see which official was throwing it up. You check the side judge first. No hands, so I'm assuming it's the side judge on the far corner that we're not seeing. But that's what got us earlier. This is what kind of fooled us earlier there, just not giving the signal. But that's wide right.
Cashion with another missed extra point.
All right,
And
so
score is now 33-0. Comets trailing. You expect them to come out strong right here. Probably firing the ball. Need the points. Need them quick. Good way to do that is by hitting a long pass, long run. And with about 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter, you want to see the Comets have some momentum, get something going on the offense, just so that they can keep playing and stay in the game. If you get a score here, get the ball back, get another score, make it a decent amount entering the fourth quarter. You get to a 2-score ball game entering that fourth quarter, you're talking comeback. You're talking a serious threat of a comeback. See if the Comets can start that off here. We know Cashion's going to onside kick it. Got to be ready for it. Actually, they're going to pooch it this time. Kicker has the tee out there.
Yeah, I will say you see him bringing the tee out this time. Now you got my eyes on that after not watching that as close in the first half.
Got Trevor back there to receive it. You know it's going to go over there. Good kick right here by him. It's going to go out of bounds.
And the flag out of course, so
it's going to
take
take
the
us
yardage
to the
with it.
35-yard line. You want to see the Comets do something with that yard right here. We've had good field position all day. Haven't been able to do anything with it.
Yeah, and I think that's even a bigger testament to Cashion's defense, the fact that they've spotted you good field position for majority of the night. With the way they've styled their kicks here with that onside approach and that squib pooch approach, and the Comets really haven't been able to do anything with that field position there. So kind of a good testament to the Wildcats defense. They've came to play tonight.
See what the Comets come out in here. It's like we got Graydon in the backfield by himself. Looking to throw. Throws it high. Looking for Clifton Craighead right there on the out route.
And I tell you what, that's pretty well defended there by Max Higdon. Name we've said a few times tonight. Ball a little high, of course, kind of out of the reach, but good job there staying right on your receiver and good coverage.
And you can kind of tell that the Comets are looking to go for these go routes out here. They're trying to get some points quick, which is good thinking by Coach Potter and that coaching staff. We need the points. A good way to do that is by sending your wide receivers on the go route and just hoping that they get the advantage.
Good job there,
Nice
Davini.
run by Graydon Davini.
Like him still leading there with the shoulder, trying to max for the extra yards, Little things like that when you're down 33-0, you start getting lazy, complacent, but not Davini there on that carry. Nice job, good power run.
And that was good for a Comet first down. I'm not sure, is that the first one of the night?
Good words there. I'd have to go back and think about that, but that's one of our few first downs.
Another handoff. Trevor gets to the outside a little bit, gets brought down by a pack of Wildcats right there. Decent run. About a gain of 4 or 5. Gonna wait for the PA, gotta say it.
Yeah, and I think this is where things are tough offensively, too. You're not a team that airs the ball out. You ground and pound, win the time possession. When you trail in this position, it kind of takes away what you do, as now you need quick scores. I think Cashion would be more than happy to they're going to let it fly here. He has a good inside
and
beat, but gets tripped
pass
up.
Interference there,
Yeah.
yep. Gonna get 15 yards there. Good ball by Graydon. That was a good ball. Good route by Clifton.
Yeah,
if
he had
it
a
wasn't
beat.
for that guy,
Had him beat to the
he probably
inside.
catches that and takes it home. Good play right there by the DB, though. You know you're beat. You'd rather take the guy down with you, get the 15 yards instead of letting him score. Smart play right there by the cornerback. See what the Comets do now with this good field position. Looks like we are at the 35-ish, 40-yard line. See what the Comets do with this good field position after the penalty.
And that'll certainly boost them there. Glad they went through the air to the air. Going to have that right there. Good route, good inside beat. See if they can build on that.
Good run by Graydon. Keeps it, spins. Looks like he might have got the first down. I think he might be 1 yard short. It's going to be 2nd and 1
Yeah, and like you said, 4-down territory the rest of the way. So you get these short down and distance. Doesn't really matter here. You just need a yard, half a yard.
I wouldn't be surprised if Coach Potter calls his first shot right here. It's 2nd and 1. You have 3 opportunities to get it. I would go for a shot right here to the end zone, see if we can get lucky. And it looks like he actually just hands it off, and we actually slip in the backfield. Probably lose 1 or 2 yards right there.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's kind of a generous spot. Is they're going to say he has enough for the first. Looked like it looked like from our angle that he was not only short, but maybe backwards a half a yard to a yard. As they'll give him a good spot there, and we'll take it certainly. It's a new set of downs for the Comets.
Let's see. Comets have 2 out wide. A couple guys in the backfield. You're going to throw it. Going for the quick pass right there to Clifton Craighead, and just good defense right there by number 7. Safeties walk down a little bit, playing that inside zone. So Comets are bringing in a couple of fresh guys out here.
This I think is at Colton Helms coming out there, and
got a couple of new wideouts.
Bo
here.
Brookshire going to the sideline.
We're actually in a bunch formation. You want to see a little bit of flood formation here, I bet. Actually hands it off to Trevor Rodman, who gets to the outside, gets the corner. He might go, and he does! Comet touchdown, Trevor Rodman with a big run. I bet that was probably a 30-yard run right there by Trevor Rodman. We've seen the Comets able to do that earlier in the year with Trevor. Trevor's had multiple runs of 40-plus on the ground, and you like to see him get going right here. Makes the score 33-6 with the extra point awaiting. Deuce Tripp with the kick. Good hold, good kick. Yep, the extra point is good.
All right, so we'll take a quick break and be right back here in just a moment on HintComets.tv.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
2 words, cashback. 2 more words, you're welcome. Remember that jar in your dresser where you would throw your loose change at the end of the day?
All right, I want to welcome you back here. 3.5 minutes here in the third. Your Comets get on the board for the first time tonight, trailing 33-7. We'll see if they can build on that one here as the kickoff is underway.
And Deuce Tripp kicks it deep, out of bounds. Kicks that one out of bounds right there. Cashion will get the ball at the 35-yard line.
Snake bit. Had a Diamondback come by our table just now.
As you can tell, Mr. Allen.
It is World Series, all right. we are definitely scoreboard peaking in the middle of this game.
Mr. Allen's working 2 jobs right now. One Squirtle.
One of them involves
being
spiritually aligning with the Texas Rangers, and the other one involves my life with the Hinton Comets.
Yep. 2 things that he loves. Rangers and Comets.
There we go.
Let's see if the Comet defense can get a stop right here. Need one. Hand off. And it looks like he got a decent gain right there.
God, they have so much speed on the edge. It's crazy how fast when they turn the corner they can jet upfield. And it looks like it'll be a gain of 1 or 2, and all of a sudden it's a gain of 4 or 5.
Yep.
As I think you said, it's about 2nd down and 5 here.
You expect the Comet defense to come out a little bit heavier right here and probably send a couple more guys in. You know that they're going to try to run it. So try to get some guys in the backfield. Trying to make him slow down. QB keeps it that time. Met early by a gain of Comets.
I'll tell you what, good hit there by Crease Douglas late. Had a pair of Comets in there on the hit. Crease Douglas with a nice kind of finishing job there.
No gain on that play. Good job by the Comet defense. It's going to be 3rd and about 6, I believe.
And I'll tell you what, nice job here. If they can get a quick 3 and out, that'd be a really good sign for the Comets. Still plenty of game left to play. About 2 minutes left here in the 3rd.
So Cashion in motion, sets up back in the backfield, hands it off to number 2. Gets quick, but gets met early. Good job of the Comet defense right there. It's going to be 4th down. Or nope. Nope.
Oh, they say it just enough.
Down.
Yeah. So
Got
Derek,
just enough.
So Pratt tried to. You pull him back just a little bit. Going to be real, or was really close, but just enough for the first. That's a big first down for Cashion. I know it's weird to say that in a 33-7 ball game, but momentum is so big and important in the game, and teams can score so quickly. That's a big first down because I think it allows them to run the rest of the quarter out and kind of keep momentum from shifting too greatly from the Wildcats over to the Comets. So
hand off to number 8. Number 8's a good-looking kid.
Yeah, he's
about
fast.
6 foot, 200 pounds probably, and just runs downhill. Gets enough yardage for the first down right there. It's probably going to wind us down to the end of the quarter.
Yeah, and I'll tell you one thing, it's a little different from the second half. You were talking about that speed of that kid. You know, they're really, first half, a lot more QB run, design run plays, kind of pounding up the middle. Now they're kind of using that speed on the edge and getting their playmakers with the ball in space in the running game, whereas it was a lot more just kind of vertical in the first half, just straight downhill running with the quarterback.
Let's see. QB's going to hands it off to number 8 again, and that kid gains a good amount of yards. Nice tackle right there by Comets. Another first down for the Cashion Wildcats, though.
And the kid's got wheels every time he gets the ball.
He does something with it. Kid's a good football player right there. Good athlete, even better football player.
Yeah, just extremely good athlete, fast. It's sometimes you get impressed with these athletes, and it's like, hey, wish they'd could suit them up for the Comets. I tell you what, get just impressed with there. But that's one thing I feel like up here we have a lot of fun just watching the game and try to give our unbiased opinion on it. And we have to say we're impressed at times from athletes from other schools, and so
QB keeper right there gets a good gain. Man, the Comets just have not been able to stop their running game tonight. Cashion came out here with a plan to run the ball on us, and they have executed that.
Yeah, and I tell you what, it's allowed time of possession to, they've been able to control the clock, and that's something that Coach Potter likes to do. That's what the Comets' game plan is. There's the end of the 3rd, as a matter of fact. So we'll take a quick break, trailing 33-7. We'll be back here in just a moment on HintonComets.tv.
Then occasionally, you take the jar to the bank to have it counted and enjoy a bit of a surprise to find there is more in there than you thought. That's Square One Banking, the account with a virtual money jar, and it's offered exclusively by Legacy Bank.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
For more than 100 years, Oklahoma Career Tech has been training skilled and dedicated individuals, giving clear career paths to over 90,000 graduates a year. These individuals are the heartbeat of the Oklahoma workforce, serving thousands of companies, fueling this state's economy. Oklahoma is powered by Career Tech.
I want to welcome you back here. Start of the 4th quarter. Comets trailing 33-7 to the Wildcats.
So jet sweep, probably no QB keeper. Has room, met by a good amount of Comets. Falls forward, I believe, for the first down. Yep, Cashion Wildcats first down right there. Creeping up on the goal line in the red zone.
ball game good for a Cashion first down and 10.
Looks like they're right at the 20-yard line right now.
Yeah, so again, just getting inside the red zone and just things working the Wildcats' way. They have executed, played well up front, executed the ball, good running game, and been in the red zone a lot. They've had several trips inside the red zone tonight. Just had to give credit where credit's due.
Another QB run right there. Men in the backfield, but he just falls forward. Uses that length of his just to fall forward and gain a couple of yards. Like we said earlier, he's about 6'3", so he's good for 2 yards at least every time he falls forward.
Yeah, and those yards in their ground game, just those extra 1 or 2 yards, are so important. You know, they're the difference between a 2nd and 7 and a 2nd and 9. I mean, just those are totally game changers, those extra 2 or 3 yards.
So, Cashion just coming in heavy set. And what do we know?
Oh, my goodness!
Comets are back there this time.
Oh, Bo Brookshire in on that one. He was blown up on that play.
Good job by the Comet defense right there to get that stop in the backfield. It's going to loss of 2 yards, pushes it back to 3rd and 9. You assume this is 4th down territory for the Cashion Wildcats. Score 33-7. They're going to probably just try to run a couple ways right here, wear that clock down. I imagine they don't snap this ball until there's like 5 seconds left on that play clock.
Yep.
And it looks like we probably got an offsides here.
Yeah, false start. I tell you what, that's the risk of when you put hands in the dirt. You got 10 seconds, 15 left on the clock, and your intention is to snap it with 5 or under 5. Is you got to sit there now for a few seconds and try not to get a false start penalty. We see that even in college. You know, we were watching OU and UCF last week trying to manage a clock, and they struggled with it greatly. You know.
Yeah, that's a hard task for those linemen right there. Stay down in that stance. That 3-point stance is just difficult to stay in for a long time. And that's actually a false start right there.
Yeah, it's another 5.
The bad thing about these false starts is that the clock gets reset to 25 seconds on the play clock, and they can just wear that time down even more. It's going to be 3rd and 20 for the Wildcats right here. Despite the yardage, I do believe they're just going to run it 2 more times. Nope, they're actually going to throw it. And they have a couple of guys wide open. You expect this to get intercepted.
Oh, my goodness. Gomez almost had that right in his hands, although a little bit out front. But that's been the story of the night. One of the stories of the night is we've had opportunities, some of that just being poor luck, the ball not bouncing in our direction on fumble opportunities, but just not getting those turnovers tonight.
Yeah, that's one of those plays where Damian Gomez is just right out of reach for it. You expect it's 4th and 20 here for the Wildcats. Clock to stop after the incompletion. You expect them to do the exact same play here. Our linebackers need to stay disciplined and keep their eye on the quarterback just in case he wants to take off. Cashion's going to call a timeout before the play clock hits 0. Cashion going to talk this over a little bit. Up 33-7 in the 4th quarter. And we have about 9 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. You expect the Comets to get a big stop right here, go down and score it, make it a 3-score game, which is still fine. We'll have the opportunity to get a couple onside kicks and score quickly, hopefully. You hope that Coach Potter and his staff kind of game plan for this and had some onside kicks ready to go for this week. And that's something that most coaching staffs like to do. They like to switch up their onside kick looks. That way teams don't just get familiar with them. So you expect the Comets to have a couple of tricks up their sleeve here. First, we need to stop though.
Yes, the first goal gets stopped. And we've seen them go in the air. We've seen them execute on a seam route, a go route right towards the end of the first half. You know, it's a shorter field. That should make things a little easier for the Comets having the short field, but you never can count out these Wildcats. They have shown moments in the passing game.
Looks like the Wildcats come out in trips, and they're going to do just that. Go with the flood motion. QB's going to get sacked, throws it down.
on Derek Pratt was bringing him down. That gets that ball out, go ahead and avoid the sack, but fourth down should be turnover on downs.
Should be. Comets are going to get the ball here with about 8 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter, 8.5, somewhere around there. Going to be at the 30-yard line. Hope to see the Comets score quickly here. They need to score quickly just to give them a chance in this ball game.
And to pan it there to Coach Jennifer Holman. Of course, we said in the first half, have an all-stater in cheer, Hannah DeVinny, so congratulations to Hannah. Awesome kiddo, very proud of her. And, again, we got great coaches here. You know, Coach Van Huss and Coach Holman do a great job with them.
Comets come out here with one out wide, a couple of tight ends here. Strong formation here to the left of the two wing backs. It's going to be another QB read. Graydon, you want to see Graydon take that to the outside right there. You can't run it up the middle here. They have too many bodies in there. He needs to take that to the outside right there and let his blockers get there. Trevor Rodman was out there blocking for him. And just to say, we're down 26. You want to get into the end zone. Let's see what the Comets do here. Hand it off to Trevor. Trevor gets to the outside a little bit, but that's good for a gain about 2.
And again, if you're Cashion, you'll take these short gains. As your clock is inside of 7 minutes, is exactly what you want. Is the Comets, I think that's the one Achilles heel, being that ground and pound time possession. You get down multiple scores, and just not really a way right now to get yourself kind of those big chunk plays, those big momentum plays. You need to get down and score. You can't kill 2 or 3 minutes of clock for 20 yards. And that's picked off. Yeah, he read that route extremely well. And he's going to try to take this one to the house. He'll be down at about the 6-yard line. That's intercepted there by number 14. I think that's Max Higdon. I'll tell you, Max Higdon, that's a dude. We've said his name several times tonight. Just good player, good athlete. Read that route well. Was kind of sitting on it and waiting, and jumped it. And tell you what, good speed there. About took it to the house. Comets have tried a passing game. At times there's one of the things they've had to work on this season. Their passing game has been really inconsistent at times. There's a lot of promise there, and things are shining. There's also been some moments. There's been some downside moments too, and kind of saw it right there. Just growing pains for the Comets. Good job wrapping up there, and making the tackle. And great DeVinny.
Good thing to remember here about the Comets. We only have 4 seniors on this team, so we're a young team. They're just kind of building some experience here.
Yeah, like we said, 23 on the team, 15 of them are freshmen. I think I'm right on that number. Yeah, you're going to have moments like this. It's a young team. Kind of jumped out the gate 5-0 in the season, really exceeded expectations, and, that's part of district play, right? Kind of reality starts to set in. Things get tough. You got to grind. And you got a young team, so there's going to be growing pains. It's totally understandable.
QB keeps her up the middle and hit hard by Trevor Rodman.
Good job.
Rodman with the tackle. Nice tackle by that kid.
Yeah, good job by Rodman to finish there. It was a one-on-one situation after he kind of broke a tackle. And Rodman was determined to make sure he didn't mow him over into the end zone. So nice job standing him up. And, again, don't have to in a game where you're getting beat like this, so nice job playing for pride, still making each down extremely important. So nice job there by Trevor Rodman.
Trevor Rodman being one of those seniors that we were talking about earlier, just knows the game of football, likes to get downhill, and kid has a bright future. Let's see what the Comets do here with Cashion at the 3-yard line. Cashion going to the air. Intercepted. Damian Gomez has a lot of green. Kid can fly. Let's see if he can get there. Keep going, son. Slow down a little bit. Get caught. You want to see a couple of Comets just kind of slow down there and get some blocks. We need to get some better blocks right there. Interception like that with a lot of green in front of you. You got to have some blocks. You got to have some blocks there.
Yeah, and I tell you what, too, we were talking about it all game. It's these opportunities for turnovers. They have been so close to getting one. And that time, just a little bit overly aggressive there with the decision to pass. And Damian Gomez got an interception there. That's a good kid. I tell you what, he is young. I think he's going to end up being one of our best players, in the next year or two. And you see flashes in the pan, and that time just definitely popped off there. And good interception, like you said. Like to see the better blocks there with the open green you got. And here we go.
See Gritton, Devindy, and Trevor Rodman in the backfield. Hand off to Trevor. Trevor explodes. Looking for the corner. Gets there. Gets met by a couple of Wildcats and gets tripped up. You want to see your receivers get some better blocking right there. I mean, you know that he's going to run into the outside, and honestly, we just weren't very engaged on the outside there. You want to see get Trevor out there wide, let him do his thing. He's probably the fastest player on the field, best athlete. Let him do his thing. Let him get to work. Comets with a couple of subs now, a couple of new guys in here. Graydon Deviney up the middle for a gain of probably 1 or 2. Not much on that.
And again, clock just inside of 5 minutes left in the ball game. So you like what you see him, but you got to move quickly. Got to move quickly here. You know, try to get that ball in the end zone, try to get on the opposite side of the 50. Just got to move quick.
And just a reminder for all you Comet fans that next week is senior night for the Hinton Comets. We will be hosting the Watonga Eagles at 7 o'clock, and senior night should start a little bit earlier than that.
Yeah, about 6:30.
6:30, yep. Have multiple seniors who will be represented with their families. It'd be great to have you guys out and show up for that game. Show some support for those seniors who put their high school days to work over here, and just cheer them on one last time.
Yeah, and I tell you what, you know, it was already an important game, but now it's going to be extremely important because I think now playoffs will be on the line for that. I think you have to win to get into the playoffs. Am I correct on that?
Yeah, I believe so.
Next week will be a win to get in.
Yep. The way playoffs works is a little funky. So the way it's looking right now is Christian Heritage has 2 wins. Cashion will have 2 wins after tonight, and if the Comets win next week, we'll have 2 wins as well. And it'll come down to tiebreakers, and the tiebreaker there will be district points. So that includes how much you win by and how much you lose by. And at that point, we just want to have better games. So next week, if we go out there and win by 15, which 15 is the max points you can get, you're looking at a pretty decent shot of getting into the playoffs. Comments right here, just trying to sub some guys in, get some new guys in there, just to give them some experience here. See multiple new faces out here. Aiden Bashore, Nehemiah, number 80, who I believe is Zanner, maybe. A couple of new linebackers in there. Oakley Pratt, freshman. Multiple freshmen out here right now.
And it's good for them, good playing time. Of course, the downside of that is, you know, kind of ball games in the final stages here is Comet's going to lose a game. But you know what? Hey, nice to get some young guys in there, get some additional playing time, and kind of churn the roster and see what you got.
It's a good way to get some look at these younger guys. In a game like this, there's no need to get those starters hurt anymore. Come out ready to play next week. Big game next week.
What's going to be a very, very big game now.
Big game where we want to see a bunch of fans come out and support, help us, cheer us on, and the Comets' way to a playoff spot. Cashion right now they have a couple of subs in too. Right there, running back gets a big gain. I believe there's probably around 3.5, 4 minutes left in this game currently. And Cashion will be more than happy to just wind this clock down. Yep, and Cashion just takes a knee, ready to knee out this game. So that tells me there's less than 2 minutes left at least. I expect him to just take 3 more kneels here and shut out the game. And it looks like your Comets will go to get a record of 5-4 in the year with 1 game remaining. Huge game against Watonga. We win. There's a decent chance we get into the playoffs. Losing, however, completely eliminates those chances. Good game by the Cashion Wildcats tonight. They were prepared. They watched film. They scouted. They knew what we were going to do, and they just executed all their plays.
Yep. So we will see you guys next Friday against Watauga here on HintonCommons.tv.